Well, I hope not. And that's not being smart. That's just saying that I'd like to see companies in Australia invest in themselves to grow and not rely on just capital raising when it suits them. So you have a high payout ratio and then all of a sudden you tap up your capital because you've paid out too much. That's not a way to run a financial system or an economy. So I'd like to see dividends fall to more sustainable levels. The reason, for instance, we're getting banks raising, $10–20 billion of capital is because they haven't retained enough capital as they've grown in recent years. So we're seeing the flip side of it. Now, they would say that the rules have changed on capital. No, I'd say, yes, that's true, but you didn't think ahead and you didn't think about self-funding growth. If you had, the banks have been highly profitable, but they've paid out way too much in dividends. Now, that's a feature of Australia. I think that's symptomatic of our franking system, which I still say to people that we should be thinking about because it doesn't make sense. If it made sense, well, why isn't everyone in the world doing it? There's only 3 countries who have a franking system and one's Malta. So it tells you that countries have come to Australia, politicians have come here and looked at our franking system and walked away shaking their head saying they don't know what we're doing. And I don't think we do know what we're doing. Now, that is sacrilegious to a whole lot of superannuation funds and retirees, but if you think it's sustainable, I challenge that. I think the franking system will go in this country in the next decade. When it does, we'll see proper capital management by companies having a proper payout ratio, a proper retained capital ratio, proper reinvestment, proper rates of return, and you'll get the economy being funded properly through the capital markets. Until we get that, and if I say franking was so fantastic and it works, why is the Australian share market at the same level it was 9 years ago? We have turned ourselves into a big preference share, And the rest of the world is looking at it saying, well, it's a good preference share, but if your currency is going to drop 20%, we don't want to be there. And that's what's going on in the Australian share market today.